This is Zone 33, Assistant Rotary Coordinator Terry Weaver with John Yermak, District Membership Chair of District 7670 in Western North Carolina. John's district is leading the field with membership growth among Region 40 districts. He's on track to set a new record for net membership growth in our region. John, welcome to the program.
Hey, Terry. Nice to be here.
Great to have you today. John, let's start off with a little bit of background on your experience as district membership chair. Where are you in this number of years service?
Well, first of all, I've been in Rotary for 40 years, so I've seen a lot of changes over the period of time. I've been district membership chair now. This is my third year of a 3-year term. And by far, this is one of the hardest jobs that I've had in Rotary. But it's very rewarding seeing that things are going well. Things don't always go well in this job.
What are some things you wish you'd known when you started this?
I didn't realize that I had to be as persistent as I've had to be this last year to make things successful. Had to do a lot of follow-up. It's a fine line between being helpful and being a pain in the neck. But you have to do that to make this successful. The other thing that was surprising to me is attrition. Attrition is real. Even though I've preached that for 3 years, people still don't get it, and it's hard to visualize with your club. The other hardest thing that it took me a while to understand were the intentional strategies, particularly the Discovery Rotary part, how well that works. If it's done right, it'll be very successful to your club.
Well, that's great to hear. What are the top 2 or 3 strategies that have made you successful as a district membership chair, your own strategies for success from the chair side?
The most important strategy, I think, for a district membership chair is you've got to convince the clubs and the district governors to keep membership in the forefront. And you can do that in a lot of ways. You got to have training to go with that, to teach the presidents and membership chairs how to strengthen their membership. And you've got to do a lot of follow-up with that too. One of the things that I found successful for me is I did a monthly membership tidbit that it was sent out to, in the first year, just the membership chairs, but then I realized that wasn't really getting through or wasn't as successful as I would have liked it to be, and so I started sending it to the presidents and the membership chairs. We got to remember that the presidents have a little bit more at stake here, a little more skin in the game than our membership chairs. So you got to stay in touch with the presidents.
Anything else that you've used in terms of communication strategies?
Well, besides my little monthly email letter, it also went in our district newsletter. I also like to include a chart of the growth of each of the clubs. I think the presidents and the membership people and the club members too like to see where their club stands with their growth or lack of growth. And then, of course, you always have the opportunity when you see a club that's struggling, just a call from the district to a club president and letting them know, hey, look, we're here to help you. What's going on? What's working? What's not working? What can the district do to help make your club better?
Interesting. You've also had some big jumps in membership growth this year. What accounts for that?
The biggest way to grow your district and your club is by forming a satellite club. This year, I think we'll have a total of 7 satellite clubs in our district. And when you stop and think about numbers, you start a satellite club with about 8 people. So that's a big jump. And the neat thing about satellite clubs, they can target small pocket groups of needs for Rotary. We recently started a club in a retirement village. It was hugely successful. I think they started with about 12 people, and it's grown to more than that now. What's really nice about the retirement villages is that a lot of these people were Rotarians before, so they know about Rotary. And it was easy getting that club up and running.
That's great to hear. So I'm curious about how you identified these struggling clubs, and particularly how did you get them to accept or be interested in some help or some do different?
Well, that's mostly thanks to you and the zone training people. Your membership growth index is very realistic and reliable. You take that and couple it with what the club is doing currently. If you see a club is down 4 and they're on the membership growth index, those are clubs you need to talk to. Now, we've had various degrees of success with this. We've had some clubs that have welcomed help and done extremely well. And then the other extreme is we've had clubs that say, oh, no, we don't have a problem. We've done it this way for years, and we're going to continue doing it this way for years. So, and then we've had some clubs that we contact and say, okay, what can we do to help you? And they say, well, I don't know. But then actually they figured it out themselves and did very well correcting their issue. So you run all these gamuts, but I think just the fact that the club presidents are aware that the district is aware and willing to help makes a huge difference.
So you haven't been at all bashful reaching out to clubs and touching them directly and letting them know there's a problem.
Yes, you have to do it very diplomatically, of course. I have been accused of being a little too blunt from time to time, and I try to buffer that. But sometimes you just have to be very direct to make the point. It's like any other illness a person may have. If they're not willing to admit there's a problem, they're not going to try to make it better.
I get it. Anything else that surprised you about being a district membership chair?
You just have to keep membership in the forefront. It's a hard job. The district, is a big district, 50 clubs roughly. You need a lot of help, and you can't do it all yourself, but you just have to be persistent. The club presidents want to do well, and they will, with a little bit of help and guidance and training. All those things go together to make a successful district membership growth.
Well, John, this is a great third year for you, and certainly a way to finish strong as district membership chair. And I do appreciate you taking the time today to give some ideas and suggestions to people that are coming into this job, some of them perhaps for the first time. I'm sure this would be very helpful to incoming district membership chairs, and thanks for your time today.
Terry, anytime. It's my pleasure.